Well, we've been doing this family constellation work, and we've been using ceremonia meditations as a gateway for this, and I'm so honored and grateful for that. Do you have questions do you think might be important for people to hear about constellation work?
Yeah, I guess just presenting the modality to people that have never heard about this before would be important, and talking about it in a simple way so everybody can understand. Because when I first got in touch with the modality, I had no idea what family constellations was.
Yeah, but you came anyway.
I came anyway. And I stayed.
Yeah.
So maybe just where it comes from and what it is would be a nice start.
So family constellation work is really a group process or an individual process where we get to look at some of the hidden dynamics that affect our experience of reality. It stems from the work of the late German psychotherapist Bert Hellinger. He actually was a Catholic priest at one time who had spent time in Africa with the Zulu tribe and had traveled other places. And then when he left the priesthood to become a therapist, he realized that some of the group dynamics that are so important in ritualized healing could take place in a therapeutic sense. I've done my own work both on a one-on-one basis and now with a group basis. And it's been really transformative for me and for other people who have come to the group.
And how does that work one-on-one versus in a group? And how big of a group size do you recommend?
So when we have a group, and it can be from anywhere to like 6 to 20 people, there are 3 parts to play in a group besides the facilitator. There's people who want to have work done. We call them clients. They say, oh yeah, I'm interested in looking at this from a different perspective. There are people who want to be representatives, which is that you stand in and represent people in somebody else's constellation. You don't know these people. You don't have any information. You don't have to be skilled. You don't have to know anything. You simply stand in the place and something happens that's valuable for us to see or know. It can be very subtle, and I'll ask questions and help facilitate it. But the idea is that we're using people outside of the narrative, outside of the client's narrative, to experience somebody's constellation in a completely different way. And then we have people who just want to observe. And as long as they can hold a safe, non-judgmental, confidential container, then they're more than welcome to come.
So for the client, it's almost like taking a step back and watching a dynamic unfold that they're not a part of, but it's theirs.
Yeah, it's like a bird's eye view. You're gaining a different perspective by seeing something outside of the way the mind normally holds it. And in that acknowledging, something often happens, mysterious or direct, but something happens and people have a different experience and they go away moved. There's a movement that takes place.
Yeah, I've seen it, and it's wonderful. And I found that even as a representative or even as an observer, you can have profound effects from the work.
Definitely. Right? Sometimes it indirectly affects something that's going on in your circle that you wouldn't have thought of. But after you've done the work, you'd be like, that was for me too.
And so how do you prepare for group work?
Yeah.
Any previous experience
necessary? No, you don't have to know nothing. And it's nice sometimes to come into group work without any idea of what it is, just knowing you're going to be safely held and there will be a container for integration. But other than that, it's just being willing to see things a different way. So there's no experience needed. You don't have to have any skill set or like psychic ability. It's not like that.
Special outfit?
Special outfit always helps. We all need special outfits. Yeah.
Dress codes are important.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.